I want to show you how I made $1,285.20 in, let's see, what is this? 10:31 till 11:06. What is that? 35 minutes? In 35 minutes, made $1,285.20 just following the same strategy that we teach inside of Trading Price, that we teach inside of our inner circle. And so let's go through that. And guys, here's another thing. This is a 1-minute chart. Okay, so I get a lot of questions. Does this work for 5 minutes? Does it work for 1 minute? Does it work for hour? Does it work for 4 hour? Does it work for daily? Yes, it works. Okay, human psychology has no idea of time frames, and I just want to be like super clear on that. Is that all we're doing here is trading the imbalances of supply and demand that are depicted on the chart because of human psychology. All right, so let's back out here. This is a chart of gasoline futures, right? Now, we had a big spike in gasoline futures this morning. For some of you, you were able to catch Brent crude along with me before we got stopped out about halfway back down. But what I saw here on gasoline on a 5-minute chart was that we breached this new low. And gasoline is a little bit, there's not as much liquidity in the markets, right? So if it wants to move, it's going to move quickly. And that's one of the reasons why I love gasoline. I love heating oil, and I love softs, because when they want to move, they're going to move quick. It takes some news or Fed speak or, overbuying or things like that to move a lot of the currencies and indices the way that, in my experience, Anyways, we're seeing this downtrend occur, basically. And remember, I was trading on a 1-minute chart. So at 8:35 this morning, this is basically all I care about, right? Because I'm only on the 1-minute chart. And I do know that gasoline and everything else has been in a pretty big downtrend, right? We've been shorting crude oil along the way. We've made a lot of money getting short crude oil in the last 30 days. But this was just one of the opportunities on gasoline that we could have taken. So 5-minute chart, it's still in a downtrend, right? So I want to get short. So how do I do that? I got to look for levels. Okay, I see a drop-based drop with it. One candle selling pressure that breaches below this illiquid market overnight. But on the 1 minute, I can come in here and I can see that we have a... whoops, let me widen that a bit and move this up. That we have a base, drop, right? And that drop is a pretty big move in the direction of the overall trend relative to its peers. Now, I always say this, guys, the trend is relative to the time frame you're trading. I'm looking at a 1-minute chart here. I basically am doing these videos to prove the fact that you can use everything that we learn here inside of Trading Price, or 7 Little Odds and Hindrances, or 5 Stacking the Odds studies to trade. If that's all you want to do. If you just made $1,285.20 every day by trading a 1-minute chart in 30 minutes, it's possible, right? I've shown many videos like this. We've got a lot of, 1-minute MNQs or 1-minute silvers or 1-minute sugars that move this kind of way. And a couple things have to come into play, all right? A couple things have to come into play. Number one, you got to work with trend. Number two, you got to work with good levels that breach new lows, and you can see everything that it's breached along the way. And we're going to run into some buying pressure that comes down here around 2.75, right? We know that. So we come in here and we come down to 2.75-ish area, and we catch that bounce up, and we come back and really retest that 2.75 area, but get no bid out of that. And this is when I knew the trade was going to work out, is when that support on a 1-minute chart, right? I'm not trying anything new here. I'm not trying to do anything special. I'm not going out to a 30-minute chart and analyzing a 1-minute trade that I'm taking. I am looking at the 1-minute chart, and I'm trading based on what that 1-minute chart tells me, right? And that 1-minute chart tells me that we came down into that basing area, we came back up, and what do you know? One of our rules is entering probably not gonna let me do it because it's behind. That should be, I think, gray. There we go. So we have an entrance into the level below 60, guys. All right, that's key. And we don't have 889. It is well below, but we are with the trend, right? We are with the trend, and if I have to check where that last impulse was down, we're right at the 50% retracement right here. This is the last impulse down that led us down here, and we have that 50% retracement right here. Now the circle that you see is being highlighted should be gray. It's behind the yellow, right? The yellow border that I'm showing you. So anyways, so we've got retracements going for us. We've got trend going for us. We've got RSI going for us. We don't have 889 going for us. We don't need divergence or anything like that, but this is just a momentum play, okay? Now, where do we get out? How did you make that? Where did you know it was going to turn? And the answer is, I don't know where price is going to turn. But what I can do is, since we're looking pretty well on this 5-minute chart, what I did was when we breached this new low, we went in and we all I did was put my stop above the most recent high. That's it. I trailed it down from here, from here, from here, from here to here, and I'm out right now, right? I'm out right now. We got that pivot lower, and I don't know, maybe price is going to go lower, but the thing is guys, this is a 1-minute chart. I think I risked, well, let's do the math. So 912 to 969. So I'll do this really quick. And what you need to know about gasoline futures is that it trades in thousandths at 4.2. All right. So 969 minus 912. What is that? 57. It goes 57 points times 4.2. I am decent at math, but I don't know that off the top of my head. So 57 times 4.2 equals 239.4. Equals 239.4, right? Cool. That works. Now, when I back out of this chart and I try to find anywhere where demand is, I'm not going to see it, okay? Now, you guys know the rule. We're normally looking at 200 candles, but I have to go to a very high time frame to find the next level. And why do I know that? Well, number one is we've given back almost all the gains that we've made this year in energy. It's really remarkable. You can see January down here, we literally are now negative on gasoline, which is, it doesn't happen very often, where you're up, I don't know even what that is, 100%, you're up 100%. This is 2.2, this is 4.3, and then it gives all back away in the last half, especially since November 4, right? It's normal to give some back. You typically don't see that type of retracement. So my point is that when we're looking for targets, it gets really, really hard to do that. Again, guys, I'm trading a 1-minute chart. So all I'm doing here is I'm just dragging my stop down based on the 5-minute last candle. That's it. That's really it. If we're going to continue low, and anything underneath this, guys, is called clean air. That's what I call it, right? There's not a lot of things in the way from stopping price going down. So, and I'm not looking for, I only took one contract, right? Because I'm trading a 1-minute chart, But I'm not looking for $10,000 move on this. I risked, what did I say? $239.40, and I made $12.85.20. Just following the rules, following my stops down. I didn't even really look at this just a couple times. What I did, guys, was as soon as this low was put in place, which happened pretty quick, at 10:30 I got in the trade. And this happened almost immediately. I was analyzing other markets, trying to find other things. I come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're already halfway to the first potential target, which was way down here. But I obviously don't want to give back all those gains on just trading a 1-minute chart. And I said, well, if price comes above this, I'll move my stop. And then I see price broke a new low. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll move that stop. Oh, price broke a new low. Okay, let's move that stop. And boom, we got stopped out. That's it. And all I did was, and this is that alert for if price broke a new low, but I got stopped out, right? So there's nothing really for me to do here other than wait for higher time frame levels to appear. There happens to be a drop-based drop right here on a 30-minute. That's Actually a very good level as well. Oops, I got rid of that, but I think it was 289 or 269 or whatever. But we'll go drop, base, base. Whoops, is that a one candle? Let's see. Drop, base, drop. Yeah, this is a one candle area that we've got here on a 15-minute. Let me back out to a 30-minute to see if there's anything else. No, it's way up and above. That's the 30-minute higher area. Brent dropped off of from today. So, I don't really see anything else that we can do. I'm not seeing anything new here. This is the rally base drop. That's the retest that we got short at. And on a 15, drop, base, drop. So one candle. God, why does it keep going to notes? We really have a one candle basing right here. And that's a lower base to upper wick. That potentially we could get short at. And it looks like we have a critical area here where we spiked higher and then we base and we run into new lows. We breach new lows. Only one candle, right? Not the best basing for us, but a lot of the other odds enhancers come together for us on this particular level. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this makes sense. It's something that I'll be completely honest with you. I am not typically a 1 minute and 5 minute trader, but I make these videos to show you that it can be done. I really like trading 4-hour levels and daily levels because I personally don't like doing this all day long. I like teaching. I like showing you guys how these things work. You can do it. I did this for years. Trading 1, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour levels. That's all I traded. I never looked at high time frame levels. But as the account grew and as I became a better trader, I wanted to trade less but with more size. And so now I might trade 20 contracts of something like the Canadian dollar on a 4-hour level versus, 4 contracts on a 30-minute. So it's just a size thing for me, but the same rules apply. All right. If you want to be in front of your screen for a lot of the day, you can do that. And one of the things I'm trying to do is show you guys how we can do this on a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 4-hour, or a daily, right? We've had a lot of 4-hour and daily charts that have worked out this year in particular. So anyways, guys, I hope that this makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions on the back end of this. All right, guys, take it easy.